This is my POV of the 2013 GADPA Championships at South River Gun Club, June 23rd. Stage 1 starts in a shoot house with the gun in a box. I'm in a very comfy rocking lounge chair, which is very difficult to get out of. I decide I've got one round on the table that I need to grab, so I decide to go ahead and stow my partially used magazine and put the fresh one in. First problem out of the gate, I have a failure to go into battery and then end up taking a pickup shot on the first target. So my whole round strategy thing, where I could have finished on one, essentially my first tack reload kind of went to pot. Ended up using most of the spare mag that I had put in. But all in all, the stage was okay. I was only one down on it. Kind of slow though, 35.2 seconds. Stage 2 is a car stage at a gas station, and you're going to turn around and put 3 on each of the static targets. That's a pretty tight target behind the non-threat. You go prone. I put 3 in the static target first, and then shoot the popper which activates a mover. Missed the popper on the first shot, which I was surprised. You could tell because I was waiting for the mover to go. I got one of those body shots in, but I got all 3 of these headshots in, so I zeroed out the mover for this stage to be one down. So I was pretty happy with that, actually. And stage 3 was actually the last stages I shot of the day were stage 3, 4, and 5, and it showed because things kind of didn't work out. So really fast mover on the left. I got 3 shots on it. Not as fast mover on the right, and then we've got a static and a mover. I shot all 3 of my shots on the static target left, and then ended up putting 2 in the 3 ring for a 7 down on that target. It was my worst target of the day. And then I got the mover. I managed to get only 4 down on the first mover and 3 down on the second mover, so miraculous for how fast they were going. Stage 4 starts seated, 2 static targets, then you move through a beam that activates a mover. You have to shoot the mover on the move. This is the stage where we all almost got shot by one of the other competitors who wasn't really aware of their muzzle direction during their movement, lateral movement. That was some excitement. Most exciting thing about this stage for me. But I was 6 down on these. I had a 2 and a 4, and the rest zeros. So stage 5 is the last stage I shot, and this is the one where basically the wheels came off. I had a clean match until this non-threat right here. I had no non-threats, no procedurals, no misses. It's a one-handed stage. You got a suitcase in your offhand, so you're shooting everything one-handed. And I dead centered that first non-threat, and then as if that wasn't enough, I was too close to actually winning CDP Marksman. I went ahead and shot the other non-threat in the shoulder, just to make sure that I didn't win the match, because this is the last stage I shot of the day, and I was in the lead until this one happened. And I also failed to neutralize one of the targets, just to make my choke complete. And here's a slow-mo, and I'm asking you if you can tell me which of these shots I pulled and hit that non-threat dead center between the hands. I still haven't seen it. So hey, it could be this third shot. There's it looks like it jerked a little to the right. Maybe I think that was it. But it's such a subtle thing to mess up a match. But hey, if I'd have done everything else faster, it wouldn't have been a problem. So I'll quit whining about it now. Okay, stage 6 was the first stage of the day for me. And this one had a strategic element where the movers had to be available. And so I got that one right on the money when it popped up available. Shot that one, but I wasn't happy with it since it was going away. So I did get to this popper mover as soon as it came up. Took care of that one, and I went back to finish off this one. I was just going to shoot the one round that I knew I didn't make, but I decided to go ahead and make sure I had 3 good shots on him. So that ended up being 8 down. It was a 202.4 on those targets. Stage 7, it's going to be 2 down, although these steel targets proved a lot more stubborn than I would have liked. Ended up putting, I think, 7 rounds to get those 2 guys down, so that I was out after 1 round on the cardboard. And then I decided to take 4 shots on this pickup shot there, which leaves me 1 round short of finishing on the last target, so I have to do a reload to pick the last shot up. Mathematically, I did get my half-second back because I zeroed out the right-hand target, but I don't reload in half a second, so you can do the math. And stage 8 is 3 individual strings of fire. One from cover, one from low cover, and then the other one is standing wide open Wild West style, actually straddling a stick. So the first target, actually I was 2 down. This one from low cover, I was 4 down. I was shooting, most of my shots were low, below high center chest. And then this one though, I got 5 out of 6 in the 0 ring. I just was 1 down on this target because I was really focusing because of the non-threat in front of it. So it did pretty well. Ended up being 2nd place CDP Marksman for the match.